Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Super Metroid YPR, and we are exploring Maridia, or we were, in hopes of actually making advancement in this hack, which kind of, sort of, actually finally does happen in this video, but surprise, it's not in Maridia. Because I got all this way, climbed up that one huge room with the frozen crab, and in this room. Look at all those platforms, perfect for jumping up. Except I need power bombs. And if I have power bombs, I can get gravity suit. So what is the purpose of these platforms? I was not particularly happy when I found this. It's like, I got all this way. Nope. You need power bombs, punk. And it's just like, I got all this way because it seemed like this was what I was supposed to be doing, and now you're telling me I shouldn't have been doing it. Great. But the good thing is this does end up making me look elsewhere, which in turn does get me to actual progress. And so, not very smart I destroyed this crab here, because I obviously needed to get up this, so that didn't help much at all. So then I had another idea. It's like, well, maybe I'm supposed to go a different way around. So I think I will take a crab and climb up the wall above, because, you know, the slopes up there totally won't stop me at all. So, with this crab in hand, I just jump into it like an idiot. I decide this crab is going to be the most useful crab in the world. It is going to get me up that. Through slopes, I obviously cannot get up through, but I'm going to try anyway. Because that's what this hack has done. Except this crab doesn't go off screen, so... So I have to go bring it up. Very slowly. This is... Now, I will say, don't... Like, having Ice Beam to freeze things, requiring that to freeze things for platforms to get across something or somewhat, is not bad. Requiring Ice Beam to climb enemies up a wall like this, for anything other than getting an item early, a beam or something before space jump, something like that. That is just no, don't do that. I mean, obviously it works, but don't do that. So yeah, at that point I decided, well, that's not gonna work anyway, so forget that. And so at least with this thing, I'm able to get through here and get dropped out in Red Brinstar, which is very close to where I actually need to go. But I have to freeze another enemy. Very unsuccessfully freeze it, I might add. And get it off on the wrong side. That's always wonderful. And so another nice thing about this is there are these little refill bugs, and thanks to the wonderful grapple beam, it makes refilling so easy. I could totally put together a commercial for the usefulness of grapple beam. So yes, this drops me off in the Red Brinstar elevator shaft, which the elevator takes me into Criteria, very close to where I need to be. And I actually find what I'm supposed to do this time. Finally. So yes, there's still that room, but I can't do anything because I don't have power bombs. If I had power bombs, I'd probably go get gravity suit. Now what is weird, or what I find is weird, and yeah, spikes. My whole thing was, when I hit power bombs, I'm directly going to gravity suit. That thing has been taunting me, just hanging out there, not jumping at spikes again like a genius. It doesn't quite work out that way. I get power bombs and I find, oh hey, I can go here now. So I kind of just leave gravity suit for a bit. It's very... pretty much the opposite of what I wanted to do, but... priorities changed after I actually got power bombs. So going back through here. I actually discover what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just laying bombs everywhere and oh, look at that. I guess I should have got mad at this hack sooner and laid bombs everywhere. That is where you're supposed to go next. Now, I leave it for now because I'm like, well, for one thing, I fall here. So I'm like, well, I'll come back with them. I know it's there now, so I'll let it be and look around my ship a little more just because I can, I guess. I really don't remember why I ignored that completely and went up to the ship. I mean, all I know is I obviously did because I recorded it, so... yeah, I have no clue why I did this. Although I do find something that doesn't make me any happier. Says I've been spending all the time since Speed Booster looking for those blocks in that shaft. Which would, if the whole thing were speed boost blocks, like the blocks under where you bomb the bomb blocks in the middle, if those showed speed boost blocks, that would let the player know much sooner and for sure that there was something there. It's like, come back with speed booster. Now the player may forget that, but at that point it's their fault because they would have seen it. With the way it is now, it's like if the player just doesn't feel like bombing everything, like right away, they could very easily miss that, and that becomes an issue. So back at the landing site that I felt so compelled to go back to, like, well, what did I come here for? I really have no idea why I came here. Except there is that weird looking thing. So what could possibly be in the weird looking morph tunnel thing that's sticking out from the wall? There's no way it could possibly end up being a power bomb block. None at all. I mean, it's obviously like an energy tank or something. And power bombs, yeah. I'm like, well, yeah, why did I come back here? I have no idea. Hey, normally when I'm editing the videos together, I'm just editing the audio and video parts together, my audio with the video. Normally that's when I'm seeing a whole kinds of mistakes I made. And I'm like, why in the world was I doing that? Normally, I don't get to criticize myself. Well, actually making the video, so that's unusual. But when I do these things, I do see a lot of things. I'm like, why in the world did I do that? It happens a lot. Of course, after the fact, it's very easy to tell. And where am I going? I am doing everything to avoid those speed boost blocks. I have no idea why. So, like, oh. Yeah, there's nothing else in this hack to do, so I better go up here. So, here we go. Finally getting to the solution to the problem that's been bugging me for a long time now. Problem of where do I go? And the whole, like, not knowing where to go is not necessarily a bad thing, as long as you get options when you look. With this, I'm looking all over every sensible spot, I guess. Even unsensible things like Maridia, and not coming up with anything, just dead end after dead end. Eventually one of those would have to pay off, but it doesn't. You just have to find this random spot. And here I'm making sure I don't fall on a crumble block again. So I'm like, oh, well that works, that's good enough. And we go here. Like, And there really is just a bunch of bugs for some reason. And a bunch of running. And there's an item dot on the map I completely missed. And hey, have an X-ray. Thanks. I guess. This is one of the few hacks that actually just give you X-ray. But it gives you X-ray in like the worst spot. Because I think you could have used X-ray to find where you need to go much sooner. So we're in the wreck ship obviously with some more interesting things. Very cliffhanger-ish. Even with the Chozo statues. And everybody seems to make these statue-like things. I don't know why. It's like everybody does this. I'm not sure why. But yes, it's an interesting little effect going on. And missiles, yay. But this is progress. And as we will see, of course I have extra. I decide not to use it for this. I'll bomb everything. See, I don't really like X-ray as an item. But if it's there, I don't mind using it that much. But I still don't like it as an item. It's just personal preference. So with all the fun little bouncing colors, we get outside and then back in. And somehow I hit that thing. Yeah, I am not. I think there's an item that shows up there later in a different room state, I think. I may be remembering wrong. So I kind of just checked this out to see if this door will open up anyway, even though there's clearly no item there. I decided to do this anyway. Like, whatever, this is a bad hack. Anyway, I'm just gonna do it. And Spacer has a harder time going through slopes than it does solid blocks. It's very strange. Because little glass tubes that's supposed to look like they're holding those things in are just a couple of slopes. And Spacer has a hard time going through them. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just goofing off. I'm just like, whatever about this hack right now. So at least this door isn't locked. And over here, we have Charge Beam. And Charge Beam is very interesting. Because there's a couple ways to do this, and I was thinking about this when I was recording these AVIs for this. There's Charge Beam. Now, like with the missile, with the gate you close in Norfair after you get Speed Booster, you could probably do the same thing here. But you don't have to. When you get the room state to change, there's something that you'll see a little bit later on while I'm in this room changes as well, which makes getting it a possibility. I mean, in this room state. Because currently, there's some stuff that impedes your progress that just doesn't help. These things here, those glass tubes. Those glass balls, whatever they are. Because here's where you charge your Shine Spark. And Shine Spark into the wall, because that's brilliant. But you can't really make it here. And those are supers anyway. But these are bombable. The thing with these is, though, they come back. So you would either have to charge a Shine Spark, jump up here really fast before they come back, which I don't manage to do. Or you could simply angle Spark up with a couple closed gates. But I didn't think of that. So I'm like, there's like no way I can do this right now. At least in the other room state, he did stop these from coming back. Either that or I had power bombs or something that made it easier. It was one of those. So I'm like, yeah, I can't get this right now. And so this actually is a wonderful save. And this save actually works. And this is where the video is going to stop for now. So thanks for watching, and we will see you for the next part where we get more into the wreck ship here and have fun.